Welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is Memorial Day. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who's supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's M-U-R-D-Y creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. Follow us, keep up with our daily photos, and be the first one to know about new product launches. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our new product announcements. Be sure to check out our laser engraving, personalization options, and exclusive colors on the website, or you can get a blank one on Amazon Prime. So this episode is going out late today, if you're listening to it on Tuesday, mostly because I'm actually recording it on Tuesday. Yesterday was Memorial Day, and it was a holiday, and one of the things that came up when I was thinking about Memorial Day was my great-uncle Cletus. And I was thinking about him, and so I sent my father a text message and said, "Hey, Dad, can you send me some of the photos of Uncle Cletus's stuff?" And he did, and they were wonderfully shot. Good job, Dad. And the thing that got me thinking mostly about it was because my Uncle Cletus was a tail gunner in World War II. He was stationed in England. He was part of, I believe, the 3004 bomb crew. He was a tail gunner. And the thing about the B-17, which is what he flew in, is that the tail gunner couldn't access the rest of the airplane. So you were up in the tail gun by yourself for hours at a time. In his notebook, which he kept with him, he talked about being up there for 8.5 hours and longer in some cases for these missions. You're all by yourself up in the great wild blue yonder, staring out your big glass bubble, which had to have been kind of cool. As terrifying as it must have been, as dangerous as it must have been very cool sitting in the tail gun, looking out into the sky. And if you got shot while you were up there, there wasn't really any way to get help. You couldn't have, your other crewmen couldn't get to you necessarily, so you were in trouble. And he would sit up there and he would write about his missions in this little notebook that we still have. And it got me thinking, the team went and looked up more photos of soldiers writing in journals from World War II and earlier for Memorial Day. And I was thinking about how rich of a history there has been to writing in letters and journals of war in wartime. I was watching a Ken Burns documentary with my father and mother a long time ago on World War II. No, it was on the Civil War, actually. Yeah. And he was reading these letters that were written from the Civil War, and there was the handwriting and everything like that. And they were telling the story about the battles they'd been in and things along those lines. And it got me thinking about how much of the history that we have of these battles we only have because of contemporaneous writings done by the soldiers at the time. And it's amazing to think about how much of our history realistically was done in the form of writing. In fact, if you think about it, the modern world that we see today is a very unique time, because the vast majority of creative content that is done today is in the form of video. It's in the form of pictures. It's in the form of audio, right? There's enormous content that's created in those veins. And historically, there has been some of that. The dawn of the radio led to a lot of creation of content in that regard, and the film camera, obviously, in the same way. But for most of human history, the written word has been the predominant form of history, of note-taking, of record-keeping. And if you think back, everyone kept a journal, it seemed. The log of your life, the record of your existence, was almost a given in many cases. Many people kept journals. And they wrote about things that were important to them. They wrote about interesting events in their life. They wrote about births and deaths and sickness and tragedy and victory. And the memories that they wrote down are the ones that keep them alive today. In one of the listings, and if you're watching on YouTube, I'll include some of the photos that Dad sent, which was also on our Instagram page, so if you want to go look those up on our Instagram. He writes about blowing up a hydrogen peroxide plant as they were doing one of their missions. Now, there's pages and pages of this, so I'm sure there's more interesting ones than that. But I was just thinking about that. How the picture of World War II is really made up of thousands and thousands of little pixels, just like that entry right there. And how Uncle Cletus, who's been gone for many, many, many years now, actually it was my great uncle Cletus, how we still are talking about him today because of the journal he kept. And so I would encourage you, for all of the many reasons that there are to keep a journal, and there are many, think about the memories that you would want your kids to remember. Little, big ones, doesn't matter. Think about the moments in your life that seem small at the time, but make up a bigger picture. And journal. Try it. You'll be amazed at what you will discover comes to your mind. Because the process of writing forces your mind to take the abstract of the important and make it concrete in the written. And you will be surprised at what comes out of your writing. You will be surprised at what you choose to write down. Because as you're writing, there will be times when you write something that you didn't even realize was important, or you didn't realize, you didn't make a connection until you wrote it out. And then once you finished writing it, you'll look at it and you go, wow, that's true. That's important. I didn't think about that. And it's strange because the animating energy of your writing is so critical to your understanding and to the process of understanding. And I think that's key. I think that's what we all need to have in our minds when we are trying to figure out what to talk about. And I'm hoping that long term we can get back to a history of writing. We can get back to a time when writing is common, prevalent. It is something that people do. And I think we will. And I'm excited for it. I genuinely am. I will say that I am blessed, unbelievably blessed, to be living in the most peaceful, prosperous time in all of human history for most people. And it is only because of their sacrifice. The people who went into battle knowing they might not come back for me. And all in all, their sacrifice is what makes my life today possible. So while we remember the fallen, and it is right that we do so, we must realize that but for them, we would never be here. So thank you to them who have gone and who are gone, but also to the families of those who have lost in this process. It is truly one of the greatest sacrifices a person can make. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Be sure to check back in on Thursday for our next topic. And don't forget to check that subscribe button as well as the notification bell to get notified of the latest podcasts right away. If you have any questions or concerns about your leather binder, journal, folio, or anything else we sell, please feel free to contact us on the main page of our website at murdycreative.co. Or you can contact us via email and text message. If you would like to give us a phone call or you've got a quick question, please feel free to call us at 414-434-9001. We're available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time. You can also text us at that number as well, 414-434-9001. If for whatever reason you don't get a hold of us either during business hours or after hours, please do leave us a voicemail. We will respond to that as soon as possible, and we appreciate your patience. If you think we deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community. Both review on whatever podcast app you're listening on, as well as review on the product itself. If you go to murdycreative.co/reviews, you can read all of our amazing 5-star reviews. There's a button there that says leave us a good review. You click on that, it'll take you to facebook.com/murdycreative.co/reviews. There's a question there. Do you recommend the Murdy Creative Company? You click yes, and you can write your review. We love them. We read them. I read them out loud to the staff most of the time. If for whatever reason you don't get a hold of us or you're having trouble with that review process and you are unhappy with your product, please do click on the button there that says get directly in contact with us. It is deeply important to me personally that everyone has a good experience with the company. We will do anything in our power, including recrafting, refunding, whatever it takes. We will take care of you. Please, please, please give us an opportunity to do that before you leave us a bad review. For those of you who are interested in sharing the company, word of mouth is the best form of advertising. So please, please, please tell your friends about the company. If you want to get a little something for doing that, please go to our website, log in with the little person at the top there. In the bottom left-hand corner of the major page of the website, there is a tab. You click on that button to open up the rewards panel. On that rewards panel, there's a shareable link. You share that with your friends and family. They get $10 off their first purchase, and you get $10 of in-store credit. But beyond that, if you're logged in, any purchase you make gets you 10% back as in-store credit that you can spend on anything in-store. So it's a great way to help out the company and help you a little bit in the process. If you have any podcast topics you want to hear more about, send them my way. I'm always happy to talk about just about anything, and I want to give you guys what you're looking for. If you're looking for multiple items for gifts, giveaways, menus, really any reason, please, please, please check out our website. We have all of our products available for discount, and we do offer bulk discounts directly built into the website. So all you need to do is add everything to your cart, mix and match to your heart's desire, and then hit checkout, and automatically that correct bulk discount will be applied to your cart. If for whatever reason you're interested in learning more about that product or that process, please do feel free to send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co. If you're looking for a custom engraved item, we have no minimum order quantities and no setup fees, just a simple flat fee, normally about $15 per item. That is pre-bulk discount, by the way, so it can actually go down a little bit if you're getting a bunch of them. You can either check out the customizer available on each product page on the website, or if you don't see that particular customizer product button, which says add custom logo, please do send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co, and we'd be happy to create a custom mock-up as well as an order link for you to use at checkout. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and goodbye.